The UK Parliament is home to a tarantula, proper. And Donald Trump wants to jail all the flag burners. And the Standing Rock protesters believe that they may be getting sprayed by chemtrails at night. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Weekly Flags Recap. Okay, here we go.
Is that a taco?
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Weekly Flags Recap. I'm Agent of Doubt, and please stop flagging each other. That's the reason why I make this video series, and I don't endorse anyone that I'm talking about in this video unless I explicitly say so. So, updates this week. CactusCasual had dozens of videos restored, and he made a great video detailing that. Link to that in the description box, as well as everything else I'm talking about. Special story this week. There was a no Dakota Access Pipeline protester at the Standing Rock protest who made a video that went out on Facebook, and then that video was pulled by Facebook staff as a fake news video. And so people were sharing this video virally in messages, private messages to each other. They would invite a whole bunch of people to a chat and then post the video. It went all over Facebook. And so in order for you guys to see this video, wherein one of the Standing Rock protesters thinks that during the night people are getting sprayed with chemtrails by the US government, I'm just going to leave the actual video at the end of this video so you can see it, so you can see what has been pulled by Facebook as fake news. Also, Seb King and others were giving false copyright claims from Bugsy Malone, and he made a very good video detailing that. Link to that as well. In the news this week, there's a Chrome extension now that replaces alt-right with the words white supremacy, because somebody thinks that alt-right is just a code name for white supremacy, and doesn't want people to take the alt-right movement lightly. Mark Zuckerberg's posts about Facebook's how they were guilty as far as Donald Trump getting elected because of all the fake news that was on Facebook. Those posts were temporarily just gone. They disappeared. And then they came back. And maybe he thought no one would notice, but people noticed, and I'll give you a link to a news source that details the whole thing. Lots of ad revenue sources have been pulling out of Breitbart.com, and the link that I'm giving you doesn't give you the latest one, which is actually Kellogg, which just as I was making this list of things, I saw that on the news. Kellogg pulled all of their ads from Breitbart.com because people are angry that Trump got elected. Donald Trump tweeted out that flag burners should go to jail. Google it. There's been a lot of people that talked about it. Philip DeFranco talked about it on his show and said that you might as well burn the First Amendment to the Constitution if you want to jail flag burners. Also, the chief whip of UK Parliament wants to keep his pet tarantula on his desk. And why I think this is a freedom of speech issue that I'm going to bring up in this video is because only service dogs, special service dogs, are allowed in the UK Parliament on the floor, in the actual chambers. But what the chief whip thinks of this tarantula is that it is a symbol of a ruthless killer. And that's a statement that he wants to make with his pet tarantula being on his desk, actually in Parliament. And so, is it right to just let service dogs in, or should we also be letting him make statements that are pretty much not hurting anyone? This tarantula hasn't bitten anyone yet. It's not deadly to humans, but it is a symbol, and it's something that he's trying to say by keeping this tarantula on his desk. So, on with the list of flags. In the gaming community, we had the Ultra Ninja Man 2000, who also pulled all of his content, so you can't actually see the video where he said that he was flagged. KyleTheHedgehog, Darkness Gamers, NotAqua, Funky Stumpy, and MisterHailfire. Sorry. In the Great Debate community, we had quite a few people who had their Skype hacked. And here's a short list of people that I know of personally. Atheism TV, Tanja Bauer, Eagle Eye 1975 had one of his family members had their Skype account hacked. Siddartha Finch, who used to be a prolific commenter in our community. Thunderbolt 94, many of you know him as Roman Missile Exegy. He got his Skype hacked. Friendo and DM Crispin. All of them I know personally because the result of this is they send out links to the same website. And the reason why I'm bringing this up as hacking here is that it shows how clusters of people can get hacked by these links being sent out by every account that gets hacked. And so it can affect a whole community. It's kind of like actual biological viruses in that way. In the RadFemRA community, we had Autonomous Prime, and he was flagged. And Suit Yourself is fighting against Rebel Media having a claim against him, and he's detailing it in his Twitter very well. Also, Reading Ren had 2 claims from Lacey Green when Reading Ren was actually responding to the Johnny Fox show, and got claims from Lacey Green because Lacey just loves to throw out copyright claims to silence people. At this point, that's what it is. There's been so many of them. In the racial commentary community, we had James Russell, who used the word nigbot, which is the first time I've ever heard that. In the YouTube wrestling community, we had Rice Master 3 get flagged. And in the unaffiliated category, we have Springtrap, Vic Damone, the King of Trolls Network, Foxy the Pirate Fox Cat, Jay, Movies and Stuff, A1 Melody Maker, Mr. Abacho, Homero Simpson, Blue Puppy Animations, Dave's Vlog, Presty Claus, and Hellboy 1031. On the wrong side of YouTube this week, we have Stinky737373 had a foot fetish video get flagged. And just an aside there, the word stinky in foot fetish videos, it's a turn off to me. And I'm not even looking for foot fetish videos, but I'm like, maybe if you're into foot fetish videos, stinky is a word that attracts people. I don't know. I know only one person on YouTube that uses the word stinky, and he does use it as a term of endearment for himself. So, Yuki DJ had a music video with Yayo in it pulled, and Arasora had a video full of racy Disney character drawings pulled. Flag Watch this week. Fascist Lemming has a video that probably is going to go down. Myiz Gaming has a video that I think is probably going to get in trouble. And True Freeman versus Slapadon and Tommy Sotomayor is about to go down again. They are ramping up against each other. I got a long list of random shoutouts, and there's a lot of drama in them if you're here for drama. And following my closeout animation, you're going to see that entire video that was shared around Facebook virally through personal messages about the Standing Rock protesters getting sprayed with chemtrails. See you next week.
Do you have a flag?
Bonjour. My name is Candida Rodriguez Kingbird. I am Red Lake Anishinaabe, Ojibwe. I'm here today is recording from Standing Rock, North Dakota. Today is November 14th, 2016. New developments. We have had aircraft flying over our camp for several days, different kinds of small charter planes and what looks appears to be helicopters, coming through at night. They mostly come at night and they have their lights off, which is dangerous to other aircraft. They're using this space illegally. They don't have any permits or permission to be using the airspace above federal tribal lands, so they're breaking the law to begin with. Last night, the new development was that there was an aircraft flying over our encampment from approximately 1:40 a.m. till about 2:20 a.m. this morning. Every 2 minutes on the dot, they were encircling the circumference of our camp and doing what we believe to be spraying chemical agents down on top of us. This is an act of chemical warfare. This is an act of terrorism in the United States by the United States government against the indigenous peoples of Standing Rock and of this encampment. They are not reaching out to the sides where the police department has set up their barriers and their blockades, so we know that they are strategically placing these chemicals on top of us. This morning at 5:30 we came out because we heard the same aircraft passing overhead. It was verified to be a crop duster, and on the underbelly side of it, under each wing, there were 2 hoses which they used to spray down agriculture and poisons on top of different harvests that they're growing and stuff like that. So this is an act of terrorism. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep fighting for the people. We're going to keep fighting for the rights. These resources belong to our children. This water belongs to our children. This is our future. These kids need this land. They need this water. They need these resources, and they need us to stand and fight and protect them. Don't put this on Facebook. They'll take it back off again. And but do share this with family. Talk to your family about this. Talk to your friends about this. Spread the news out there. Let them know this is an act of genocide from the U.S. government. This is a terroristic attack. Power to the people, man. We're not going to stop. Stay up.